happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. So this year, hustle and bustle were in no shortage at Couture. As you all know, Couture is the world's top destination for buyers to purchase exquisite fine jewelry. After 3 years of experience at Couture, I can say without a doubt this was the most successful show for JD thus far. The amount of volume we sold to new accounts and volume we sold to new accounts is really a sign of growing momentum. More specifically, Jules Bryant opened 6 retail partnerships, and some of our consignment accounts even switched over to purchasing merchandise. Jules made some time to narrow down her vision for our first storefront across state lines and discovered her favorite bespoke artists. We really noticed a shift in economic positivity this year, which is reflected by the amount of stores willing to purchase merchandise as opposed to expecting consignment. Because of the influx of new orders, this is going to be a very demanding time for us here at JD. I know sometimes there's a disconnect between sales and production, so I'd like to bridge that gap for you guys. Let's take a look at some of the new stores we brought on at JD. Perhaps the most exciting location for JD is the Houston Museum of Natural Science. We met with the buyer Jennifer and John, and they were mesmerized by our new skulls, and they even commissioned us to make our 5th Ghost Rider pendant. The Jules Bryant craftsmanship really mimics the museum and the store. Jennifer designed it to reflect a cabinet of curiosities, where it's decorated with dark wood, eclectic bookshelves, and cool fossil findings. We're really confident that the large selection they purchased is going to be super well received in Houston. Another store that really delved deep into the Jules Bryant collection this year was the Jackson Hole Jewelry Company. The owners were lovely, and we really fell in love with them as business partners. It was totally serendipitous. We had no idea that either one existed. They were really intrigued by our new indie collection and the pops of turquoise. You guys just finished their first opening order, but don't worry, there's going to be much more to come. This territory, we are told, is very lucrative for fine jewelry sales. We're actively scheduling a trunk show at the end of their summer season. The last store I want to bring up is Catherine Tess, who has a few locations, one in Roslyn and the Hamptons, which are both on Long Island. This woman has wanted our collection for years, but as of late has really conflicted with territory of London. But after evaluating our performance with London, we really think we want to give Catherine Tess a shot. She is a JD woman through and through. It's really demonstrated by her poise, her eclectic and edgy and feminine style. We really think that Catherine Tess is going to be a powerhouse account for us. The last store I want to talk about is Eliza Page. Now, the buyer Elizabeth has been seeing a lot of great sell-through in recent months with our Metro collections and classic charms. So, to reflect that confidence, she decided to purchase a collection for her clients to keep in store constantly. Now that we've discussed some of our most hopeful new accounts, it's time to review our current retailers. Borsheim's, which is owned by Warren Buffett and carries our collection in Omaha, Nebraska. The buyer, Amy, is a dream to work with. She is decisive and knows her client. She purchased an order for just under $30,000, which includes a fair amount of white gold. We think she chose a great selection because the client is a little more conservative. Borsheim's is one of JB's hybrid and consignment programs. However, this recent large purchase reflects Amy's confidence in our growing brand. Speaking of confidence, I think we have reached that point where we're able to open our first new storefront. As you know, Jules Bryant is looking to take our brand to the next level by opening our first brick and mortar across state lines. Jules and I have had a lot of experience visiting all our retailers across the country for the past 18 years, and we're ready to make the jump. After realizing there are no great places to shop for boutique fine jewelry, Jules will be opening across state lines, a destination for those seeking exquisite work by Couture's top designers. The first artist JB is looking to feature is Tobin Heath. Her work is stunning, all handmade in New York and completely different from Jules Bryant. She will appeal to a more artistic client, as her earring-heavy collection are mini sculptures. Her whimsical interpretation of jewelry are truly wearable pieces of art. Next, we chose a large selection from our dear friend and very talented designer, Rose Lavelle. Her engagement rings are perfect, and they combine a classic and alternative twist. Her dainty aesthetic is perfect for the bride on a budget without feeling like she's settling. Jules and I are confident that ASL will be a top destination for alternative bridal with her collection. Lastly, we discovered a fun and carefree line from Japan called Speakeasy. She experiments with architectural shapes and motifs which range from bold earrings to dainty statement pieces. The line's lower price point makes it perfect for the trendier woman. Despite some apprehension heading into this year's couture, we're pleasantly surprised by the overwhelming support from our retailers and industry personnel. It reassures that JB is going to be around for the long haul. Adding new designers to our new storefront across state lines will add another stream of revenue to our really growing business. All your efforts make the company really attractive to buyers, which, as you know, is Jules' main objective. Just all know that all of you guys are part of the greatest fine jewelry team that ever lived. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please let me know.